Hey y'all, it's Alicia and welcome to Craft Room Confessionals. This is a special collab formerly titled the Coronavirus Craft Collab hosted by Heather's Handmade Haven. Thank you, Heather, for inventing yet another fun and interesting collab. Well, this one, folks, challenges us twice a month, I believe, to share, this week's challenge was to share our shamefulness. What's the thing we're hoarding too much of and why is that? All right, so at the new year, when I did my crafty reorg, I told y'all and I showed you my three weaknesses: stickers, packaging, and ribbon and trim. Now, I don't differentiate for ribbon and trim between tulle, mesh, baker's twine, lace, what have you. Grosgrain, now I understand. Rickrack, I know what it's called now, mostly. I don't distinguish it. I count it all together. And in Florida, I have a really sizable overflowing bin, and I showed you all that. So when I came here, I only brought like this little package full of stuff. You can see I have a tiny little bit of that amazing crepe, sewn crepe that Anna, Heart to Hand Creations, made for me. That's all I have left of the pink. I do have some left in the blue, but that's it. So I thought I was going to be going back to Florida in a few weeks, as you all know. So I thought I would shop my own stash. So I didn't order anything. And then it became clear that I wasn't going to be able to go back. So I had to get me some supplies, and fast. So I was starting from scratch, which in a way was kind of fun, but also dangerous because I have a weakness in this area. So I'll show you all what my tool bin looks like. It's very manageable. I'm very proud of it. It's small. I can actually show you that nice tool now I used yesterday on that envelope. This is it. It's lovely, right? It's really beautiful. And I really like it. In here I have my favorite Michaels tool. This is their new iridescent and I love it. It's really pretty. And I have that in a couple of colors. And I did just order actually from Hobby Lobby something similar in some of the colors of that new My Mind's Eye collection. I also have these little rolls because I use these to make, do I have one here to show you? I do. I make these tulle bows and I dress them up and then I give them out as gifts, as embellishments, or I use them at packaging. And I haven't made them in a while, but I do use these for that. So I have this in pink, in purple, and in blue. And then I always have some mesh, be it like mesh like this. In Florida, I have beautiful turquoise and gold mesh. Here I have only this jumbo mesh that I got with Easter colors, and I just got that. And then I have some white mesh that I can dye. And I also have this special star tool with gold stars on it. But that's it. This is very much under control. I'm fine with this bin because I use a lot of tool for shakers, for background, for texture. That's fine. In this bin, by the way, none of this was this organized until this weekend. I really went and organized. So I'm going to tell you that more than half this bin is filled with Easter ribbon that I hauled when it went on clearance. Like this one was 49 cents. And I hauled it thinking I was going to be doing a lot of Easter crafting when I came back. So more than half this bin is that. And if I took it out, this bin would be like 6 rolls only, or 7. So I'm very low on regular trim. That's actually why I just placed an order from Hobby Lobby. I have my Maggie Holmes Swan trim that I use. It's my last roll of it. I have Maggie Holmes gold ribbon. I have the silver that is not the Maggie Holmes, but it's like it from Hobby Lobby. In here, I have this really pretty iridescent yellow that's going to go with that new My Mind's Eye collection. I have some pink seam binding I use for journal making. And I have some butterfly ribbon and some sea-based ribbon and one kind of cool Terranium ribbon. And that's it. I'm really low on clean crafting and Maggie crafting ribbon. So seriously, if you take this out, the Easter ones out, I have like 6 rolls of ribbon. So I did need some of that. That's super low, which was surprising. I mean, I knew I was low. I just didn't know I was that low. In this bin, you're going to find all my baker's twine, pom-pom trim, and bookbinding supplies. So I have only 3 kinds of pom-pom trim right now. I have light pink, light blue, and hot pink. And I have very little of the hot pink left. I have my holographic sequin trim. I have pink rickrack, soft pink rickrack, hot pink rickrack, yellow rickrack, green rickrack. I have my new neon bookbinding cord that I showed you guys. I have some very pretty, almost Tiffany blue cording for beading. I have black elasticized bookbinding thread. And I have, I actually almost forgotten, I got this for 87 cents last year, but I got this really nice blue cording for both tags and for making tassels. And I have some baker's twine in this beautiful, these colors are going to be perfect for that My Mind's Eye collection. And I have pink, and I have mint green, and I have purple. So again, this is really not very much, especially not considering how many books I make. This is almost nothing. So I'm okay with that too, surprisingly. So far, no walk of shame, right? So you're like, well, where's your shame? Oh, I can show you. It's the shabby bin. Yep. I have, okay, this is supposed to be shabby and vintage, and it's all shabby. I'll show you. This is what I have left of vintage. The rest, folks, is shabby. This is what I have left of my iridescent trim. This is sold out at Hobby Lobby, but I did just order the iridescent. This is the leftover trim from Jelly Bean's project. Oh, but then I have all this eyelash trim that Miss Jelly Bean sent me. I have this Baby's Breath eyelash trim. I have ridiculous amounts of other eyelash trim. I have these purple glittery, blingy, crazy, shabby ruffle trim. I have this beautiful tassel trim that Carmen gifted to me. Carmen and Jelly Bean, actually. I have one roll from each of them. I have this lace trim. I have this black fringe lace trim. Oh, it just keeps going. And then I have all this skirting. Now, some of this could be used for Maggie, like this one and the pink one could be used for Maggie, but because it's both like shabby and also for that. But then I have like just strictly shabby kind of trim. Like, this is the bin of shame. So when I was organizing this weekend, I was like, you are not allowed to buy any more shabby trim. And I just bought eyelash trim and opulescence, but I am not allowed to buy any more. This is my weak spot. I couldn't believe it. Like, after I looked at this, I was like, why didn't you order more vintage trim? Now, I do have that beautiful sari ribbon that I keep separately that Miss Donna Dreams gifted to me. But, like, that's really precious stuff, and I like to save that for very special projects. Clearly, I have a shabby trim weakness. I am not allowed to buy any more. None. So there you have it, y'all. I want to thank you to Heather for hosting an interesting collab during this time. But my craft room confessional, my weakness, shabby trim. I gotta cool it, and I gotta cool it quickly. But it's good to know that I do need some clean crafting ribbon, and I sure do need some vintage ribbon. So at least what I ordered, for the most part, that's coming is appropriate for that. I only made one little foo-fa, and that was I ordered a little more eyelash. I am cut off, folks. No more eyelash trim for this girl for a while. All right, there you have it. That is my craft room confessional and my shabby hoard. I can't wait to see what you all share that you've been hoarding. Thanks so much again to Heather's Handmade Haven for hosting, and I can't wait to see everybody else's videos. I don't know again if this is going to upload tonight or tomorrow morning. All depends on my internet. But either case, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you later on. Bye for now.